You see how quick that happens? 10 questions that fast. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring you to episode 1 of Question and Answers by Insanity. Question number 1 comes from Girl Fart WWE 28. Yeah, Girl Fart. Okay, Insanity, I got a question. How long have you been into wrestling, and who is your favorite wrestler? That's question number 1. I've been a fan of wrestling for damn near the majority of my life. Literally. The majority of my life. I remember the first time I ever seen wrestling was shit. I was real young. I was real small. I watched Saturday Night Main Events for the first time, and it had Hogan on there, Macho Man, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. It had a whole bunch of people on there. And that first glimpse of wrestling just had me hooked off the bat. My father, he the one that introduced me into wrestling, and I've been watching wrestling ever since. And what is your opinion on WWE today? Question number 2. I mean, I still watch it. Well, I don't necessarily watch it. It be on my television. I give it the ratings, but I don't necessarily watch it. But the WWE today pretty much sucks because they continue to recycle the same shit over and over again, and we see the same matches, the same people, and it's just it's boring, you know? It's fucking, oh my god, like completely and utterly boring. And it sucks. But I do enjoy NXT, and I'm kind of upset that they're not uploading the new episodes to NXT on YouTube, because that was the only way I was watching it. But yeah. Question number 3 comes from Skittles Junkie. Do you have tips for an upcoming car maker? No, I don't have any tips. And to be honest with you, anybody on here who say or who makes a video saying that they have tips for anything, doesn't really matter what it is, I think is kind of stupid, because you can't give anybody tips. The only tips that you can give somebody is shit that you went through. You know what I mean? Shit that you experienced through your course of whatever it is you do. So I can give you my experience as a up and coming call maker or whatever, but pretty much what you want to do is you want to gain a fan base. You want to, start putting up videos regardless of how many views it gets. Start putting up videos. Don't sit there and put up one video and this shit don't get any views for like a month and you get upset and you don't want to do it no more. Continue on doing the videos. Put out characters, put out fucking, I don't know, whatever you want to do. If you want to make like a music video for your characters, or you want to just show off the attires, or you want to put on matches or whatnot, do whatever it is you want to do. Create a fan base, go to other people's channels. Like sometimes you can go to well-known people who do whatever it is you want to do. Tell them to check out your page or whatnot. You can even tell me to check out your page, because like everybody who tells me to check out their page, I actually kind of check out their page. Actually, I actually do check out their page. But I'm not checking out your characters on community creation, since we all know that shit doesn't work. So when people tell me go to community creations to check out the characters, I don't do that. But when they tell me to check out their channel, I do that. But you gotta have videos on there. Don't tell me to check out your channel or subscribe to you and you ain't got no videos up there. That's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. But converse with well-known call makers. Get in tune with them. Hopefully they can put you on like some of the more known call makers out there got put on by a certain person, and then claim to be the best. Well, don't claim to be the best, but subliminally saying that his shit, whatever. That's a different story. But yeah, converse with well-known people, and I mean, try to get to know them and things of that nature. Maybe some of their subscribers can jump over to your ship to see your videos, and just continue on with the damn continue putting out videos or whatnot. I mean, that's the only thing I can tell you. It's not really. Yeah, okay. Next question comes from Chris Jared, and his question is, where do you get the ideas on making characters? Literally, I get ideas from anything. Like the idea for Majestic, I was out in Manhattan. Now I seen the billboard that said Majestic on it. I was like, oh, I like that name. I'm gonna make a character with that name, and he just happened to turn out to be an Asian character. But literally, I get ideas. Literally, I get ideas from fucking cartoons, from other wrestlers. I get ideas from other calls, actually, which is surprising. I do get ideas from other creative wrestlers. I get ideas from everywhere. If I see like a picture that I want to draw for a paint tool, I can just draw that shit and literally come up with a character from off that alone. Like, I'll go into what is it? Paint tool, and I draw that shit, and literally, like, I don't like Donnie Don Queese 29 videos that don't know him by Donnie Don. Donnie Don is one of the people that he says he doesn't understand how I can create a character backwards. Like, it's very fucking simple to me. Like, I'll create a paint tool that's not particularly for somebody, put it on a character, a plain, character, and literally create him from the ground up. Like, put the fucking paint tool on him, create a fucking attire around the paint tool, then I decide on how the character is going to look based on the attire, and pretty much create a character backwards. But yeah, I get my ideas from anything and everything. Question number 4 comes from Nicholas Virtue. He asks, you got some milk? And yeah, I got some milk, but it's in the refrigerator, and I don't necessarily drink it because I don't like milk. I like chocolate milk. But yeah, we got some milk. Third question is from Marley234. He asks, do you use calls from people outside of the round table? No. I don't use calls from people other than the round table. That was question number 5, actually. I don't use calls from people outside of the round table. And I do at the same time. It's weird because, like, Kevin Courageous is not my original character. Kevin Courageous was made by Nasir. Don't know the numbers, if you got any numbers behind that. Or RWK Deadpool. He created Kevin Courageous first. And what I did was I liked him. I used him in 2010. Well, I downloaded him in 2010. I didn't get the chance to use him yet, but I downloaded him in 2010. 2011, I downloaded him again and changed his hair and his tattoos and his body size and gave him his own attire. And in WWE 12, I decided just to create him all together. But I like Kevin Courageous, so that's why I took Kevin Courageous. But other than that, no. I mean, if you create a character that I solely and truly enjoy, then yeah, I would ask you for the character. Like, I would ask you for the character. Like, I don't want people to send me messages talking about, oh, I got a character for you, or can you use my character in your wrestling or in your show or whatever. I don't do that. If I see your character and I like your character, I'm gonna ask you for it. The same way Reckless became an RTW wrestler. Reckless was created by what's his name? Damn, Dracon Smith over there at FSCW. By the way, subscribe to FSCW. I really and truly enjoy his show, which is hilarious. Reckless was one of my favorite wrestlers on his show, and I was like, hey, I want Reckless. I sent him a message. I was like, dude, I want Reckless. I kid you not, I want Reckless. I will do him justice. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna make him look bad. And yada yada yada. And he said, "Alright, cool." But I already told Dracon that he should join the round table, and he accepted it. But I told him like he didn't have to change his show name. He didn't have to put RTW on his show or anything like that. But he's an official RTW roundtable member, so I guess he doesn't count. By the way, Dracon, you need to give Donnie Don Axel Stone. I can't say that enough. Axel Stone, RTW wrestler. You don't even have to give it to me. If Donnie Don can't think of anything, you give him to me. Shit, now I'll create something for Axel Stone. Axel Stone is the man too. And Xanatos, I'm going to make an attire for Xanatos. Because honestly, I do not like the attire he got now. I'm gonna make it similar, but that's a different video. The sixth question is from Dawn Day Evolution. He asks, how do you feel about the past wrestling games and upcoming wrestling games? What are the differences and what features would you put in the future wrestling games? If you want to know my opinion on today's wrestling games and past wrestling games, go to D. Thompson's channel. He has a video of us in the party talking about it. And that's just some of it. Actually sitting here and talking about the WWE wrestling games, I can literally make numerous videos on that topic alone, and pretty much going to take up too much time. What features would I will put in future wrestling games? Oh my god, that's another hours long video that I can create and just sit here and talk about what features. I might just do that as a separate video. So yeah, Dawn Day Evolution, look out for that video, because I might just do that shit anyway. I've been wanting to do that shit for the longest. Question number 7 comes from a DT Game 82. Where do you get ideas for your characters? I just answered that, so we're gonna skip on. That is not question number 7. Actual question number 7 comes from TCWF Matt Richardson. He asks, okay, do you think they should be the world title on Dolph Ziggler? That's exactly how he put it. I am not reading it wrong. He says, do you think they should be the world title on Dolph Ziggler? I guess he means, should they put the world title on Dolph Ziggler? I honestly think they should, but not for a while. You know, do the same shit that they did for Daniel Bryan, because we all know, well, those of us that know Daniel Bryan as Bryan Danielson, we know that Daniel Bryan is a freaking awesome wrestler, and the WWE Championship literally is like given to him because of his skill, and he is well deserved. A lot of people that don't know who Bryan Danielson is or Daniel Bryan will disagree with that fact, but with that statement. But Daniel Bryan is an awesome wrestler, and he deserved that WWE Championship, and they gave it to him. They gave him the opportunity, and he became one of the biggest heels on SmackDown. And look at him now. He's in the main event the majority of the time now. And I think they need to do the same shit with Dolph Ziggler. Just give him the championship and let him run with it to see what he can and cannot do. You understand? Like, Dolph Ziggler to me is like John Morrison. But better to me. I really didn't care for John Morrison that much. He was an awesome fucking wrestler, but as a whole complete entertainer, he wasn't, because he could not speak on the mic. And coming up on 15 minutes, part 2 will be continued.